Hi everybody, it's Danny here from Angel Handmade Papercraft. Today I am sharing with you a card I've created using Bug Friends from Sylvia Zett, designing on behalf of Whimsy Stamps. So I'm going to be using two different stamps today. I'm using this one here with the sentiment and the flowers on the inside of the card. I had originally planned to put it on the front, but then I printed the image a little bit bigger than what I thought that I was printing it. So I decided to use this on the inside of the card instead. So I'm doing a very quick color up of that today. There's not a lot to it. It's just a couple of flowers and some gorgeous leaves. And then we're going to move on to our little bug. So I thought this image was absolutely gorgeous and I was so excited to get onto a card. I colored him all up and then I just had nothing. I was using him for a card for a friend, so I didn't use any Whimsy Stamps papers today, unfortunately, but I did use a few other Whimsy products. So I'm also going to be using a sentiment from Whimsy Stamps, just from the Everyday Banner set, on the front of the card as well. So I'm working my way through coloring him using Copic markers. As I said, it is a digital stamp, so I've printed him onto some Express It blending card that makes him nice and Copic safe, going in and adding a few extra details using a white gel pen. I will have a full list of all of the Copic markers over on my blog, so if you're interested you can check those out there. And I will put a card together for you once the colouring is all done. So this video goes for about 7 minutes, so please bear with me. I do like to keep in as much of the colouring as I can. I do speed it up a little bit because of course you guys don't want to be sitting here for 3 hours watching me put a card together and colour it in. So we are not too far from finished here. I'll show you some close-up pictures and we'll go from there. So here I am going in, just adding a few little final details with that white gel pen, and here he is complete. So I'm going to now trim him using a circle die. So I'm just using some washi tape to hold that down, trimming it out first, just a rough trim, and then running it through my Big Shot. The reason I tape the die is there's nothing worse than coloring an image and then it moving when you run it through your die cutting machine. So here I am. I totally cut down the wrong sentiment. I don't even know what I was doing, so I will cut down another one shortly when I realize what I've done. Yep, there we go. So I'm trimming down the one that I actually wanted to cut out, and I'm going to stick that to the right hand side of the card. This is actually for a little first birthday card. So I'm going to be putting it together. She wanted some brights, and yeah, we go from there. This paper pad, as I said, is not from Whimsy Stamps. It is from the Pebbles Ink Everyday Paper Pad, it's called. It's a 6x6 paper pad, I believe. I don't have it with me right now. I'm doing a voiceover in the bedroom while the kids are all out playing their games, etc. And I'm just trimming down all of the cardstocks. The orange cardstock is from some old Kmart cardstock. Nothing fancy, and I'm layering everything up so you don't see a lot of it anyway. It was just enough to pop the image up off the card. So in the background here, I'm just trying to go through my little, if you guys watch me a lot, I've got this little bowl next to my desk that I pop all of my little extra die cuts and things into, and I always make sure I go there first before I cut any out. Here I'm going to cut the number 1 out, and I wanted it to match in the pinks. So I did colour the cardstock in with my pink Copic marker that I used on the flowers to make sure that everything matched. And I'm just using my poker tool to pop all of those numbers out of the die cut, or out of the die I should say. And I've got a EK Success Star Confetti Punch here. You guys know I have this on my desk at all times. I use it on pretty much every project. It's my favorite stars. I've got some Helma liquid adhesive here. It's just the acid-free adhesive, and I'm just dabbing my pick up stick, I don't know what it's called, I'll link it up anyway, just to make sure I'm not adding on too much adhesive. So we're just popping all of that down and we'll go from there. So I ran this circle die through on a pattern paper that I'd already cut out. That meant that I was able to save a bit of that paper, and it all gets laid up anyway, so no one's going to know that I've cut that out of the middle. And I've done the same thing here with the orange bottom layer. And then we're going to finally adhere that down to the card base, being really careful. I do have all of that liquid adhesive to the side there. I just used some of that just to finish off the last couple of stars. Bobo, come here. Sorry, my puppy is in here while I'm doing my voiceover, and now she wants out. So I've got about a minute and a half, so I'm hoping that I can hold her off from screaming and barking at me while I get this finished up. I'm just adhering everything down, cleaning up my desk. This is the number 1 that I had cut out. I'm just going to pop it to the right side of that sentiment and adding on some more stars in that orange. And here is the inside of the card. So I've just cut that sentiment down and I'm going to layer it up. And I don't do anything more to the inside of the card. That was perfect. It finished it off absolutely gorgeous. And I will show you guys, I decided at the last minute to add some more stars on just to make it all cohesive with the front of the card. And I'm just going in with some Kindy Glitz Crystallina, same as Stickles. And there's a few other products which are very much the same. Now when I squeezed this out, of course a whole heap came out. So I'm just using the end of my Pick It Up stick to add all of that glitter down. And then I just used it to tidy up a few of the areas that it decided to pour out. And that is my card complete. So I thank you all for watching. I'm sorry it's been a little while. I've been in a bit of a creative slump lately. Hopefully I can get a few cards for you up and ready in the next couple of days. So I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.